Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Reef Life with myself, Dutch Reefer. Today I'm finally able to show you the new Helix Iridis, the new rust that I added to my tank early last week. But sadly, last week it was already under the sand, as it does sleep there, because it was still getting used to my new light schedule, or actually its new light schedule, because this light schedule has been on the tank for a couple of weeks now, but of course the fish was new to it, so it's still kind of used to the store, which shut down their lights a lot earlier, apparently around 5 p.m. Since that's when it used to go underground. And here you can see it. It's actually it's actually a very beautiful fish, as you can see. The colors are very distinctive, and you can easily see that the type of wrasse that this is. The head is very yellow, bright yellow, with a bit of green striping across it. Then the body itself is more purple, with a bit of pink edges, and then the dorsal fin is kind of white with a just a green hue on the very top. So as you can see, very easy to distinguish and very detailed, and I really enjoy this fish being inside the tank. It's been in here for nearly 2 weeks now, and yeah, it has been doing very well. It's the main reason why I bought it was to battle some flatworms that I had, which I discovered 2 videos ago, and then immediately bought this fish the week after. So it's been doing a great job ever since, and I've still seen 1 or 2 flatworms around at some spots, but the majority is already gone. And luckily this fish also loves the mustic that I regularly feed. It's an Easy Reefs product, which I've been using for a couple of years now. Actually all of the fish really like that. But it also feeds well on the mysis and krill that I add to the tank daily around 7 p.m., which is about now. It's 6:30 while I'm filming this. So as you can see, all the fish are already pretty excited to get some food in for the day, and that's why they're moving around a bit more than usual, because they're eagerly anticipating their food. So an update for this week. Apart from the wrasse, I got some new corals. I actually sold the last of the Red Sea 160S LED lights, since I replaced them with Ecotech Radions a couple of months ago, I think 2 months ago, which have been doing very well on the tank. As you can see, the coloration is just amazing. Someone came over yesterday to pick up the Red Sea 160S, and he was actually kind of surprised how beautiful the lights under the Radions is. And I have to agree with them, because it's all just so bright and colorful, and there's just this little very subtle bit of shimmer that's still there inside the tank, which is of course a trait of the LED lights. But then again, using the diffuser makes it very T5 like, and while still making the colors appear really bright and wonderful. He came came to pick up the LED light. So I'm glad that it's found a new owner, which will hopefully do him good. And he came also bringing some corals, which are actually in the tank right now, which I'm going to show you. First of all, there's this torch, which is being branded as an Indo torch. Now I'm not quite sure if that's the case, but it's beautiful nonetheless. As you can see, there's a bit of gold or green or gold green hue on the tips of the torch. So this Euphilia is actually it's a beautiful one. It's been in there since yesterday, so for about 24 hours now. I still expect it to extend a bit more, but then again, it's also in a bit of a movement full area of the tank, so it's moving around quite a bit, and I might need to put it on a spot where there's a bit less flow than this. He also brought a piece of green star polyp, which is right there. Still needs to get used to the tank a bit, and also I need to find a better place, because at the top of the tank is not quite the best place for this green star polyp, but I still need to make some space elsewhere, and also need to find some new space for this soft coral that's lying there in the back, Devil's Claw, which is still a beautiful soft coral, but yeah, I'm a bit out of space for the bigger types of coral. And then the third piece out of 4 is this piece of Stylophora. It's just a regular blue-purple one, but I didn't have one anymore, and I always like this coral, since it's you can easily see if your tank is doing well when the tips or the tips are white and they're growing. Then it means that your calcium and alkalinity are up to speed and up to the right parameters. So that's great. These Zoanthus have also really been doing well. The funny thing is, it almost looks like they're two different types. These ones are a bit more purple and these ones are a bit more green. But it's actually, I think, the same type of Zoanthus. So I'm not quite sure why they appear to be different. And nonetheless, they are fast growers and luckily beautiful to watch. So I don't mind. Then this Bauerbanki has also gotten a little bit more space, and it's also doing better now that it's. I'll try to zoom in just a little bit so you can see how beautiful the texture is on this coral. It's actually been inflated a bit more since this rock nem decided to move a little to the left. So usually it was here, as you can see by the white spot on the rock, but it decided to move a little bit to the left, a couple of centimeters. Possibly just to give itself a bit more room for catching food. Whenever I try to feed, it always catches 1 or 2 pieces. The feet of this rock nem is actually attached to the bottom of the tank, and it can move around through the sand while moving its feet on the bottom glass pane. That's 1 or 2 centimeters beneath this nem. So it's actually funny that it's attached to the bottom and moving around that way. And then the last coral that I got yesterday is this, which is quite an uncommon coral for me at least. I hadn't seen it a lot before, maybe once or twice. This is actually an Anemonia viridis, which is a type of anemone, as you could have guessed by the name. They are very sticky, so each of those tentacles tend to grab everything that it touches. Even when putting it into the tank, it tried to catch my fingers, so you have to be careful. So that's why I've put it in the corner here, where it cannot harm any other corals for now, just to see how it adapts to the tank and how fast it grows or how far it will extend. If it stays like this, then I think I'll find a new spot for it. But for now, I'll just keep it here for the next week, so it can get used to the tank, and then let's see what to do with that afterwards. There's actually already 2, as you can see, like this. So there's one on the left and one on the right. So I might even split them at some point, given that it does well in the tank over time. So yeah, we're already approaching 10 minutes, so I've been talking a lot, which I'm usually doing as well. So let's end it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll try to make another one next week, as I usually do on a Sunday. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a thumbs up, a comment, and or subscribing to the channel. That will help me grow the channel further. So for now, thanks for watching. Bye bye, and I'll see you next week.